Merry nearly Christmas and welcome to 90+1 facts about El Clasico. Gather around your family, the turkey and your poorly dressed dog and let's get straight into it. 1. The rivalry between Real and Barcelona originally started because they were, and still are, the two biggest clubs in the two biggest cities in Spain. 2. Originally, only league matches between them were called El Clasico. 3. The two teams will meet each other on Christmas Eve's Eve, also my mum's birthday, happy birthday mum, for only the second ever time, the last being a 1-0 Madrid win in 2007. 4. The match has a political significance. Real represents Spanish nationalism and Barca represent Catalan independence. 5. Between them, the two clubs have won 57 titles, out of a total 86. That's 66%. 6. El First Clasico was played on May the 13th, 1902. Barca won 3-1 with club founder Juan Gamper scoring. 7. El Clasico has been played 235 times, or 269 times if you include exhibition games. 8. If you only count competitive meetings, Real are ahead 95-91. If you allow for friendlies, Barca are up 111-99. 9. The fixture has seen an average of 3.38 goals per game. 10. Real Madrid have scored 398 goals in a derby, ahead of Barcelona on 381. 11. Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi have scored 5% of the total goals in the fixture's history. 12. Messi is the top scorer with 25, and the top assister with 13. 13. Former Real Madrid defender Manuel Sanchez has the most appearances in Clásicos with 43. 14. Madrid and Barcelona fans fiercely argue who's better between Messi and Ronaldo. However, Messi is the only one out of the two to have scored 2 hat-tricks in El Clasico. 15. 4 other players have also scored more than 1 hat-trick in El Clasico: Jaime Lezcano, Santiago Bernabeu, Paulino Alcantara and Ferenc Puskás. They all have 2. 16. But Cristiano Ronaldo holds the record for scoring in the most consecutive Clásicos. Between January 2012 and October 2012, he played Barca 6 times and scored 7 goals. 17. 5 players have scored 4 goals in one Clasico match. 18. The biggest win in Clasico history was an 11-1 victory for Real in 1943. 19. But if you somehow didn't know, Europe in 1944 was having some disagreements. I mean war. Everyone was killing each other. It was mental. And Spain was being ruled by fascist dictator General Franco. Barcelona attribute the 11-1 loss to the fact that Franco's director state of security came by during half-time to threaten the team. 20. The longest unbeaten run in the fixture is 14 games, which Real Madrid managed between 1931 and 1935. 21. However, Barca actually went unbeaten for 11 years, but apparently only played Real 13 times in that period. 22. Barcelona and Madrid are still yet to meet in the Champions League final. 23. Although they have met 4 times in other Champions League rounds, once in the first round and 4 times in the semi-final, with the record currently even. 24. They've met 7 times in the Copa del Rey final, with 4 Madrid wins and 3 Barcelona wins. 25. There were 7 different goal scorers in the 5-all draw in 1943, as well as in the 7-2 Barcelona win in 1950. 26. Before the second leg of the 2017 Supercopa de España, Barcelona had scored in 23 consecutive Clásicos stretching back to 2011, the longest such run ever. 27. 33 footballers have played for Barcelona and Real Madrid, including former Barca manager Luis Enrique, current Spain manager Julen Lopetegui, and Samuel Eto'o. 28. 15 of those players have gone direct from Barcelona to Real Madrid, whereas only 3 players have ever moved directly the other way. 29. One actually nice tradition is the Pasillo, which is given to one of the teams before the game if they have already won the title. It has happened 3 times in Clasico history, most recently in 2008. 30. There hasn't been a 0-0 draw in El Clasico for 15 years, since November 2002 at the Camp Nou. 31. The second highest scorer in El Clasico is still not Cristiano Ronaldo, but actually Alfredo De Stefano. 32. De Stefano actually made the rivalry between the two clubs worse in the 1950s, when he somehow signed for both teams from Colombian side Los Millonarios. FIFA had to intervene and decided that De Stefano could play for both clubs, switching from season to season. 33. However, the Barca board sacked their president for f***ing up the deal and cancelled De Stefano's contract, allowing him to join Real. He went on to win 8 titles, 5 European Cups, and score 308 goals in 396 games for Los Blancos. 34. El Clasico has spawned imitators across the football world. Germany has the Clasica between Dortmund and Bayern, France has Le Classique between Marseille and PSG, and Argentina has the Super Clasico between Boca and River Plate. 35. Sergio Ramos is the most red-carded man in El Clasico, having been sent off 5 times in the fixture. 36. However, the most hated man in Clasico history is probably Luis Figo. After he switched to Real Madrid from Barcelona in 2000, Figo was greeted with banners reading "Scum" and "Judas" on his return to the Camp Nou. He was pelted with objects during the game, including rolls of fake money, a knife, bottles, coins, oranges, a couple of mobile phones, and, famously, a pig's head. 37. In 2000, before Figo moved, Real Madrid's then presidential candidate, Florentino Perez, offered Luis Figo $2.4 million just to sign an agreement binding him to Madrid if he won the elections. If the player broke the deal, he would have to pay Perez $30 million in compensation. 38. Figo's agent confirmed the deal, but Figo denied everything. He even said in an interview, "I've not signed a pre-contract agreement with a presidential candidate at Real Madrid. No, I'm not so mad as to do a thing like that." 39. Turns out, he was mad enough to do a thing like that, and after Perez won the election, the only way Barcelona could have kept Figo from leaving would be to pay $30 million to essentially keep their own player. The following day, Figo was presented as a Madrid player. 40. It worked out well for Figo, as he won 2 La Ligas with Madrid to add to his previous 2 with Barcelona. 41. Our mate Graham Poll returns, and we want to know from all you Barcelona fans, who would you rather had never left? Luis Figo or Ronaldo 9? Vote in the poll now. Right, that's taken out one fact. If you can't tell, I am struggling already. 42. Joining him in the party of won the Liga with both Real Madrid and Barcelona is Michael Laudrup, Luis Enrique, Bernd Schuster, and Albert Celades. 43. Though the game is often pitched as a battle between Catalonia and Castilla, the 2 regions the clubs are from, Real Madrid was actually founded by 2 Catalans, brothers Juan and Carlos Padros. 44. Michael Laudrup played in the fixture 20 times, winning 5, drawing 5, and losing 10. In 1994, he was part of a Barcelona side which smashed Real Madrid 5-0. A year later, having switched to Madrid, he then beat Barcelona 5-0 in the return fixture. 45. Laudrup went on to win the title that year, making him the first player to win 5 consecutive Spanish titles with 2 different clubs. 46. El Clasico is considered the most widely watched football match in the world, with a global audience of upwards of 400 million. 400 million! 4! And a lot! That's a lot! That is a big amount. The biggest. 47. The ever-classless Mourinho once infamously poked the late Tito Villanova in the eye after a scuffle on the sidelines during El Clasico. 48. In 2005, Madrid supporters gave Ronaldinho a standing ovation for his performance in a 3-0 win at the Bernabeu. Iniesta also received one from them in November 2015. 49. Canguelo is a term used by Madrid-based sports press to describe Barca's fear of losing the league to Real Madrid. 50. In the 1968 Copa del Generalissimo final, Madrid fans were furious at the referee's performance and littered the pitch with bottles. General Franco begrudgingly presented the trophy to Barcelona after a 1-0 win. 51. The referee was Antonio Rigo, who said after the game he became more anti-Madrista rather than more of a Barca fan. He was offered a special watch as a gift by Madrid before the game. They clearly weren't happy with the result, as they never returned to give him the watch after the match. 52. In 2011, Barcelona were the preferred team in Spain, with 44% of the population preferring them over Real Madrid. 53. In 2011, there were 4 El Clasicos in the space of 18 days. 54. Barcelona have the most consecutive Clasico wins, winning 6 in a row from 1948 to 49. 55. Psych, wahey, got him! Real Madrid also have won 6 in a row from 1962 to 1965. 56. The most consecutive draws has been no more than 3, once in 1991 to 92, and again in 2002-2003. 57. The most consecutive matches without a draw was 18, stretching from 1948 all the way to 1954. 58. The most consecutive matches without conceding a goal goes to Barcelona, keeping 5 clean sheets between 1972 and 1974. 59. Barcelona also hold the record for scoring in consecutive games, hitting the back of the net in 23 games against Madrid. 60. In titles, Barcelona are currently leading Real Madrid with 90 to Madrid's 87. 61. Madrid have won the La Liga 9 more times than Barcelona, but Barcelona have padded that stat with 29 Copa del Rey wins to Madrid's 19. 62. Fancy going to tomorrow's game? Well, according to Viagogo, you would have to shell out at least £249 to sit in the highest tier of the Bernabeu. Alternatively, you could spend upward of £1,500 to sit in the best seats in the house. 63. Both teams have played against each other's B team in the Copa del Rey. 64. Both clubs are the only two to have never been relegated from La Liga. Oh, and Bilbao haven't either, but it's not about you, alright, today, okay? Calm down. 65. An estimated 120,000 fans squeezed in the Bernabeu to watch Real Madrid vs Barcelona in the European Cup semi-final first leg in 1960. I cannot breathe after saying that. 66. Neymar was actually a big admirer of Real Madrid when he was young, but was convinced by his dad to move to Barcelona instead. There's current rumours circling that Neymar will join Real to become Ronaldo's replacement and win him some juicy Ballon d'Ors. 67. Steady on, Graham Poll is back, and he's wondering this time whether you think Neymar should move to Real Madrid. Click the little eye in the top right hand corner and vote now. 68. Real Madrid only have a slightly more expensive starting lineup than Barcelona. 69. Madrid have currently 6 local players in their squad, the exact same as Barcelona. 70. 5 of Real Madrid's top 10 most feared players played or currently play for Barcelona. 71. Whereas 6 of Barcelona's top 10 most feared players played or currently play for Real Madrid. 72. Real Madrid managed to beat Barcelona to La Liga glory with 100 points in 2011-12, but Barca beat Real Madrid the following year also with 100 points. 73. That season also meant Barca recorded the biggest title-winning margin ever in La Liga, with Madrid 15 points adrift of the Catalan club. 74. Before earlier this year, the last official friendly between the clubs was all the way back in 1991. 75. The recent friendly between the two was the first ever El Clasico held in America, drawing in 67,000 fans as well as celebrities like Serena Williams, Drake, Tiger Woods and French Montana. 76. Barcelona have scored 5 goals in injury time in El Clasicos. Real Madrid have scored the same amount. 77. After a 92nd minute El Clasico winner by Messi, he displayed his shirt to the Madrid fans to remind them of his name. In the 2017 Spanish Super Cup, Ronaldo scored a vital goal for Madrid and mocked Messi's celebration. 78. Both sides have had their fair share of famous fans, but professional furry green ball hitter Rafael Nadal absolutely loves Real Madrid, even though his uncle was actually a defender for Barcelona. 79. La Liga president Javier Tebas has admitted to being a huge Los Blancos fan and has supported Real Madrid since he was a boy. This understandably doesn't sit well with Barcelona fans. 80. There has been 23 red cards shown in the fixture since 2004. 81. 16 of those red cards have been shown to Real Madrid players. 82. When Ronaldo was given a second yellow for simulation in the 2017 Spanish Super Cup, he pushed the referee and ended up receiving a 5-match ban. To be fair to him, I don't think he actually dived, it just sort of looked like a coming together, but you know, f*** him. 83. In the 2011-12 Spanish Super Cup, there were 3 red cards in the space of 1 minute of injury time, the most ever in an El Clasico. 84. However, players from both sides can put aside their differences for the national team, with 12 out of 23 players in the 2010 World Cup winning squad being from either team. 85. Only 2 people have managed both teams, Enrique Fernandez and Radomir Antic. 86. Since 2009-10, a Barcelona or Real Madrid player has always finished La Liga top scorer. Only one of them hasn't been Ronaldo or Messi. 87. Another fact? No, it's another poll. I want to know from you Barcelona and Real Madrid fans, if Ronaldo or Messi wanted to cross the divide, would you happily take them? Vote now, or comment telling me that's an outrageous notion and that you're ashamed I even posed the question. 88. There has been 12 own goals in the entire history of the fixture. 89. There has been 7 5-0 scorelines between the two in La Liga alone. 90. In the recent match, some absolute melt surpassed the horror that is a half-and-half scarf and sew together a Ronaldo and Messi shirt. Mialdo. Christian El Mialdo. Good God. 91. In English, El Clasico means the classic. Ha! I proper mugged you off for that last one. I'll meet you behind the bike sheds and we'll fight it out. Don't worry. I hate me too. And that is it. Thank you for watching me struggle through this video. I wish you all a Merry Christmas and hope you all receive whatever you've asked for. Apart from you, Mourinho, you're a